Hello, everybody. It is approximately 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. Hold on. 4:29. Okay, so it's 4:29 on Wednesday, and I just saw a video, very disturbing video, of Candace Starr. Now, she supports her and her daughter, her little baby girl, through TikTok, YouTube, and she's about done. YouTube and TikTok have striked some of her videos all about Gypsy. And I like her. I follow her. I think she's done a wonderful job in portraying Gypsy. But this is sad. She says she's done. She's just about done. She was crying. She was so upset, and it hurt my heart so bad that, one person can go on and report videos. Gypsy has a team, a big team, and I'm sure she's paying them all very well. But the thing is, why? For more money, because that's what it always boils down to, is more money. And please go to Candace Starr's. It's KANDISSTARR, Candace Starr. Go to her channel, watch her videos, give her a lot of love. She deserves it. I mean, she's put the work in for it, just like most of us. I mean, I've watched, think everything about Gypsy Rose about now, plus other creators' comments and videos about Gypsy. I'm not an expert on anything, for entertainment purposes only, but I'm a sensitive empath, and I know crap when I see crap. And I haven't seen anything good come out of Gypsy. She told the parole board that she wanted to get out and, be an advocate for Munchausen by proxy and all this other stuff, and she hasn't done anything for anybody but herself. Her own bank account. That's what she's concerned about. She wants to be famous. She's famous when her mom Dee Dee was alive. All through Gypsy's life, Dee Dee gave her every freaking thing you could possibly think of that I'd say 98% can't do as normal people. And because Dee Dee got sick, she could no longer, go out and hustle for her daughter and her to get more things, more new, nice, shiny things. You know what I'm saying? And that's not right. So you off your mom because you don't want to take care of her, first off, although she's done everything for you. And I'm not saying that, she took care of Gypsy by giving her medicines and all that, because if Gypsy was concerned about her health and all that, she wouldn't have run off with Nick to Wisconsin without any of her medications except for pain pills. Come on now. Now, the act shows Gypsy taking pain pill after pain pill after pain pill and telling Nick that it helps her and all that. But then, she gets arrested in real life, and they take her to the hospital, and they find nothing in her system. Nothing in her system. So that boggles my mind a little bit. And then Gypsy's like, oh, I was so addicted to pain pills, and I had to go and buy them in the jail from other cellmates. And seriously? Who's going to give up their pain pills? Because I know right now I'm in major friggin' pain because of my fibromyalgia, my scoliosis, all the other crap that's going on with my body right now. I'm savoring every last little pain pill I have until I get to see a new doctor and they approve me to get back on my pain pills. If not, I don't know. I really don't know. And there's a new video out of a cellmate of Gypsy's, ex-cellmate of Gypsy's, and she's like, "Oh, she's a sweet girl and blah blah blah. She's so good. She gave to people and blah 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 blah." I don't see Gypsy giving anything to anybody but herself. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is with me, and that's how I see things. Sorry, I have to move. So she may be a sweet girl and all that. I don't really care. All I see is her fame hornet out there. TMZ, every picture and video they have is because Gypsy and her family and her team gave it to them, called them up and said, here you go. Gypsy's going to be here, or here's some photos we took or videos that we took, But other than that, Gypsy grew up kind of famous. And you can't just scrap that. You can't just do your time, get out of prison, and live a normal life. No, you have to be a fame whore. And that's what she is, a fame whore. I'm sorry. I've said it. Delete this video, YouTube. I don't really care right now. But I know some of you will be able to see it and agree with me that that's all she's done is clout, fame, money. That's all she's been for her whole life, basically. Her mama taught her the best. But Gypsy went on a little bit further, I don't know, y'all. I think that we all need to rewind and go back to when Gypsy and her mom were parading around in parades and going to Disney World and going on cruises and, swimming with dolphins and all this other stuff, a house, a car, everything, every little thing that Dee Dee did for Gypsy was for Gypsy and Dee Dee. And then when Dee Dee could no longer do those things because she was in, now they're saying that, she was in a wheelchair. How can a wheelchair person push another wheelchair person around? I don't know, unless it's motorized and you got a little chain in the back and you're like, zzz, all around, I'm every single day something new's coming out. Somebody's coming out with something different, like this ex-cellmate of hers. And then I saw Gypsy say thank you for the kind words. It's like, come on now. From what your other cellmates saw of you, you were hanging around the pedos and the chomos and no good people. Is that who you were in your cell, laughing and singing and having a good time with? Were the pedos? I wouldn't want to be associated. I wouldn't. Then she told on a few people. She's lucky she's alive, seriously, because snitches get stitches, and from what I understand, she's lucky she got out of prison alive. Because they don't like that kind of stuff. And I don't know if it's true or not, but one of her cellmates had stuck a little baggie of marijuana up in her hoo-ha and was giving it to other people, and they were eating it, and they were falling asleep and all that other. I don't know if I believe that or not. But that's, there are so many things that Gypsy could go back to prison for. Just open your eyes, people, and see that that's all she did is lie to you. Lie to us. I didn't fall for any of it because I don't know why. I just had this feeling of her. And so far, everything I've said about Gypsy has come true, okay? It's come to light. And, oh, God, I saw more videos of Dee Dee. Oh, my God, I can't get that out of my mind. I just can't get that out of my mind. One of my subscribers sent me photos More photos, more graphic. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God! I can't get it out of my mind. And then seeing Dee Dee or Gypsy's hands all bruised up from punching Dee Dee. I mean, she didn't punch Nick because he was her pawn. Her plans was to go live with Dan in Arkansas or Alabama, wherever. But I think as soon as he came to pick her up and he saw what she had done to her mom, he was like, nope, I'm out of here. No way. And that was probably the best thing he ever did. He probably waited for her outside, smoking cigarettes. People said, oh, Dan was a friend of the family of Dee Dee and Gypsy. So if his truck was out there for days, which I doubt, I don't think he was into that really. And as far as I know, Gypsy taught Dan about the bad sexual stuff, and then she taught Nick the bad sexual stuff, saying that Nick taught her. No, this girl had a whole lot of time on her hands at night when her mom was passed out asleep to get on the internet. She probably knows more about the internet than I do. I mean, I've only been on the internet for, I don't know, maybe 6 years, but I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I'm sure she does, though. Just go back and if you can, if you have it, go on. I think it's Hulu, either Hulu or Netflix, of The Act. Watch it all. Go watch Mommy Dead is Dearest or Dead and Dearest or something like that. I mean, I've seen them all, and every time it's a different story, it's a different lie, it's a different everything all the time. Maybe a little bit of difference, but it's still a lie because she can't. Okay, if I tell you something that I saw years ago, I can tell you word for word every time because that's what I saw. But with Dee Dee, I mean with Gypsy, she can't tell the same story every time. Nick's told the same story every time, and he's got some episode or special coming out on Oxygen. I didn't really like it because he said he was still in love with Gypsy, and Gypsy was his life, and that boy, and then someone also said that letters or emails that Nick has received and sent out, that they're disturbing. I don't know. I just don't know what to think about all this. And this is why I wanted to quit about a week or so ago, because it was like, you know what, there's just so much. There is so much about this girl, this woman, Gypsy. So much about her mom. And the only one that we're hearing from is Gypsy, because Dee Dee can't defend herself. She can't say, no, I did this for us, I did that for us. And another thing, Dee Dee was being investigated for some of the frauds that she had committed. And I think that's another reason why Gypsy did what she did, because first off, she didn't want to take care of her mother. Second off, she didn't want her mother and her to get in trouble for all the fraud that they committed. She thought, she was going to pin this murder on Nick, and Nick was going to go to prison for the rest of his life, which he is. And then she was going to go back home, and it was going to be all hers. That's what I believe. And she thought maybe Dan was going to come live with her, because he was on either parole or something. He couldn't leave Missouri. God, this is too much. And then, Chrissy jumping on the bandwagon with Fancy, giving her all her giving Gypsy's medical records and everything like that. That's personal stuff. You don't just give to strangers. I don't care who you say you are. Show me proof. Give me the receipts. Did you really produce something? Did you really do something? Because what I've seen is Fancy hasn't really completed anything. And this is going on 7 or 8 years, maybe more, of, this documentary that she supposedly got cooking up with about Gypsy. I think that Fancy wanted something to happen with that because I think she had good intentions. But then something happened with Gypsy and Christy, and I think that's what said, nope, no more, we're done. I don't recall who quit first, if it was Gypsy or if it was Fancy. I don't really care about that part. Okay, that's not what this is all about. Well, kind of is, because now Fancy's in hot water. I don't hate Fancy. I don't dislike Fancy. I don't have any feelings for Fancy, okay? This is the truth. She said something, or somebody said something about, Fancy, and I made a video about that as soon as it happened because it pissed me off, because she thought it was me and she wanted me out of her live, and I'm like, wait, it wasn't me. But then something else happened. I don't remember. There was 2 incidences with Fancy, and someone said that they sent Fancy a screenshot of me being a moderator on Fancy's lives, and Fancy's like, I don't even know this guy. Who is he? Well, girl, you done liked a bunch of my videos or liked comments or whatever, So if you don't know me, you got so many, fans out there, you can't keep track of them. Then why did you like, I don't know, about 4 or 5 of my videos? Because it's just something nice about you. Well, I'm saying something nice about you right now. I hope that you and Sarah, I hope this goes away. Just like with the crap up in Missouri with Gypsy. I hope it goes away. But if you did claim a false report about Blue Shirt Guy, see, it does not make sense to me why they would be coming after you and Sarah. I don't understand. But anyway, Gypsy, always in the news, always on not Facebook. I don't follow her on Facebook. I don't hardly follow anybody on Facebook because, Facebook is a washout now. Ever since I got my account, my very first account hacked, I don't really go on Facebook. I don't go on Instagram. I don't go on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I don't really go on them anymore because it's like, why bother? My original accounts got hacked. All the people that were following me, I don't know where they are at now. So, I mean, I've tried to reach out to a few people on Facebook that I were friends with actually in real life, and they're like, who are you? And are you really Steve? And show some proof. And the only proof I've got are memories, that's all. But Gypsy, just go live your life somewhere in private. No more TMZ, no more live, no more nothing. You've already made your money on life. Okay? You've already made it. We don't need to see a second season because it's going to be another shit show, and we don't want to see the second part of Gypsy shit show. I don't. I only saw 1 episode, so, and bits and pieces of, the second and third, so, whatever. Anyway, y'all, we all have our own opinions. We all have our own mind to think for freely. So if you believe that Gypsy is a sweet young woman, the blah, 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 she's the greatest, or if you believe that she's a cold hearted, master manipulating murderer, then, I don't know. I can't make you, think of anything other than what you think yourself. So, with that, I give you this: stay you, stay strong, and don't ever change for anyone, because I love you all just the way you are, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye.